Hi, welcome to the Culture Base YouTube channel. Again, I don't know if you're new or if you've seen my YouTube channels before or videos that I used to do. I kind of keep hopping on and hopping off saying it's not for me, but there's nothing that's not for anyone. You kind of decide what's for you and what's not. And I think in all honesty, I was probably just scared because my whole life, everywhere I go, I've moved around a lot, met a lot of different people, and everyone can say that I'm a weirdo. Every single person. So I've kind of just like downloaded this, like, okay, I'm a weirdo. The thing about being a weirdo to me is that I'm just different, but it's because of the life that I've lived, so much different experience and blah blah blah, but I'm very different. And I feel like that's what makes me want to go on YouTube, because there's girls that are different that might not feel as supported or seen or heard, and we all deserve to be heard. We all have stories to tell. Some of us don't want to tell them, but I think by telling my story I'll be able to help other people. So what is Culture Waste? Culture Waste is a, hold on one second. Oh, as I was saying, Culture Waste is a waist bead brand made by me. So a bit about how I started the business. When I was in college, I was going through quite a hard time, and I started thinking, like, how can I make money? And I'm not gonna lie, it was God said waist beads. I didn't really know anything about them. I knew about them, and I'd had waist beads before because I had just come back from Nigeria, and I was like, yeah, okay, cool, I can make these. So at the time I just planned it. I think the year after I got when I first got to uni, I got my logo made and stuff, but I still hadn't really taken it seriously. Then I bought beads and I still wasn't taking it seriously. And it wasn't until 8 months after I bought stock that I was like, okay, cool, let me just start this. I'm not gonna lie, I was dead broke. It was summer. I literally had £0. And I was like, do you know what? I need money. I'm tired of sitting at home. Made the Instagram, started posting. No, I had the Instagram already. I just didn't post it or anything. Like, I didn't promote it, so there was no followers. But I made it, and people I knew started buying, and that in itself kind of started the business. So the money that they gave me, I'd use to send it and then obviously make the profit on top. And I was like, this is good, like. And I'm not gonna lie, initially it was just about making money, but I know deep down that there was a reason why I chose to make waist beads. I just didn't understand it yet. As time has gone on and Culture Waste has grown, I've grown, it's become a very big statement for me about how I feel we should feel about ourselves, and we should love ourselves no matter what. Before, I used to, it's New Year, it's the 4th of January, and every year I used to do New Year, New Me, set goals, but I always had this thing where the version of me that achieved her goals wasn't me. I always distanced it, like, we're two different people. I have to become someone completely different, and I don't. I literally just have to do it as myself. I have to be myself, and it feels so much better and it's so much more fulfilling. And so waist beads for me really helped me to love myself and my body. I used to be very insecure about my body, very insecure about myself, and I was just like, why? Like, this is me. A lot of self-acceptance, and out of that, self-love, because anything I can change, I will, and anything I can't change, I will learn to love, if that makes sense. Small example, like, I used to be really insecure about my nose. I used to think that was really big and stuff, just because of things that people said to me. And now I'm like, huh? Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at it and I'm like, my nose is a bit on the large side, but I'm learning to love it, and it's got significance to me because my family knows, like, I'm not the only person with this nose. But just small examples like that of learning to love yourself. So that's how Culture Waste kind of started and developed. Now I think it's more, not that I'm confident now and that's it. As soon as I stop with my affirmations and I'm not wearing waist beads and all of these things, it deteriorates and I feel worthless and I feel like I can't do anything. I don't want to record content. I quit my business last year. No, not last year. October 2020, I quit. I deleted the website. I deleted everything. I deleted all my social media permanently, so I couldn't get back. Deleted my business Instagram. Very detrimental. Deleted my YouTube channel, which in my eyes was actually going very well. I was on YouTube for a couple of months and I had just over 200 subscribers, which to me is amazing. But obviously now I'm starting again. It's like I have a fresh start, which I'm grateful for. And I just want to do it as me and be confident and comfortable enough to share myself with the world. I feel like I'm at that stage now, as long as I keep up with working on my confidence. Because like I said, it's a journey. You don't ever just get there and you stop. Life is always about progression and moving forward. A bit about me outside of Cultured Waste. I am 22 years old. I'm going to be 23 on March 15th. I'm 22. I'm in my final year of uni right now, so I study quantity surveying and commercial management at Coventry University, which is like costing and contracts of construction projects. Yeah, it's hard, but it's interesting. In terms of if I'm going to go into that, I'm not sure where life is going to take me. Maybe a bit later on in life, but right now, obviously I'm working on Cultured Waste. I work with Fridays in Coventry, which is like a youth organisation who provide opportunities for the youth and stuff. So I'm currently working on the big movie project where we're getting youths to sending story ideas based on real life or made up, but stories that teach a lesson. And with that, we're going to choose 3 and make a movie. Each story is going to be made into a 7-minute clip, and then it's going to be premiered at a red carpet event. So it's going to be a 21-minute roughly movie. It might be a bit longer, but yeah, I'm currently working on that. And so that project is like for yous, by yous, about yous, etc. I just really like it. Coventry, to me, I probably have to do a whole nother video on Coventry and how I ended up coming here, because I'm originally from London, East London. I'm from Hackney, but I've also lived in Peckham, Tulse Hill, Barking. I lived in 2 different areas in Hackney. So Wells Street I was born into and I got family there. And then Stoke Newington, my mum moved there when I was quite young and I was raised there on and off. I kind of moved around a lot, which I'll get into in another video again. But that's just a little bit about me, what I study. In terms of like, who am I wouldn't know how to say that much, but I'd say I'm quite a positive person. I always try to glass half full. Yeah. Through years of life and experience, I'm a bit, I wouldn't say I'm antisocial, but I have anxiety, and going outside sometimes doesn't work for me, because I know, like, I've had close friends and friendships and I've had friends who snake me and we're not friends anymore because it's that deep. And then I've had friends who snake me. It's not that deep, like, it's just life, you can't control it. But then obviously I feel the way that I feel about it, but we're still friends. But I just choose not to put myself in I know what my triggers are, so I try not to put myself into them too much. But now I need to find a balance, because I haven't seen my friends in a very long time. I haven't even seen my family in a while, and it's upsetting. I'm just working very hard, and some of them understand, some of them don't. But yeah, that's me, a little bit about me. I don't know how consistently I'm going to be on this channel. I can't promise you it's going to be all the time yet, because of uni and other stuff. I get quite busy, but I have so many ideas in terms of content, things that I was doing before, things that I was scared to do before. Like, it's just going to be amazing. So I don't know if there's anything else I really wanted to do in this video except talk about, I'm doing a Zoom event for Creative Lives Coventry, a part of City of Culture, and it's about heritage crafts. So I'm going to be talking about waist beads, what they mean, about self-confidence in women, and everything that Cultured Waste is about and everything that I believe in. So I'm going to put the link to that below. It's on January 14th between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. So they're actually already doing this series. I'm just guest speaking. I feel like a boss. But And then after that, I'll be doing a workshop teaching people about waist beads, the African culture and history, and then teaching them how to make it, so everyone's going to be able to make their own waist beads at that workshop. And I hope that this is a workshop that I'll have the opportunity to run again. Going back to the African significance of waist beads, I think that's why I love my business so much, because I'm African. I was born in London, but I'm very, very like, just imagine me, you know, my character. If you hang around me, you'll be like, oh my god, this girl is African. You'll think I was born there. But I like it. I like culture. I love everything to do with home, wherever. I like different cultures anyway. Like, I've always been like that, interested in different cultures. I have friends from multiple different backgrounds, and I was brought up around different backgrounds and stuff. But yeah, I'm from Nigeria and Sierra Leone, both West African countries. I'm a West African babe. And waist beads are, like, they come from everywhere, all over Africa, especially as I do more research. And as I do that research, I want to share it with everyone. So the African element and truth about our history and all of that stuff is very important to me. If you go into the website, the BCBC blog has information about queens that I've researched before. So like Rana Valona the first, and a few others, just spread across Africa. I'm gonna do more. It's just the mini steps on my neck sometimes. What else do I want to talk about? So the BCBC campaign is be cultured, beautiful and confident, and most importantly, be you. And it came about from me just having enough, to be honest. I am lazy when it comes to my appearance. All in all, it comes down to, one, I'm lazy, and two, sometimes my anxiety. So I always thought that I couldn't achieve my goals and reach my dreams and be who I wanted to be because I don't fit the look. So I thought I had to lose weight to do that. I have to do my hair a certain way. I have to keep up with trends. And it's a lot of like black culture, me wanting to fit in with the cool kids, the black kids. Because in school, like, I started off at one secondary school and I was like kind of cool, you know, pretty girl, big bum. Then I moved schools and it's like, I'm new here, everyone's kind of already started. I got to my new school in April in year 7. Everyone's already kind of got their friends. I knew some people already, but even when I went to go and speak to them, they were not trying to hear it from me, boy. But I never really got accepted into that black group. I'm a black girl, but I wasn't in the black group. Typical culture. My dad was very strict at home, so I didn't even know what was going on half the time. So maybe after school, I kind of just thought, oh yeah, like I had black friends, that's the thing. And maybe I thought that I had to keep up, or that I had to do certain things to fit in and to keep my friends, but I never did. And it never ever made me feel like that. It was just me and my anxiety and being bullied at home, at school, blah, blah, blah. Cool. I very often will just go out, no makeup, no hair, literally no hair because I was bald, but my hair's growing back now. And it's not even that. I never used to feel a way about it. And the only time when I realized that I felt a way about it, I said, why do I feel a way about it? And I had to go back and think about things that people said to me and things that might have happened that affected how I feel about myself. And me going outside natural like that, like, I have a boss that I used to work for, and when I do that, he's like, oh, you've turned into a boy. And I'm like, wait, no, don't say that. Because now when I go outside, I feel like people think I'm trying to be a boy and trying to be something I'm not, when I'm just, it's my natural skin, it's my natural hair. Even so, like, when I wear my afro out and that, okay, cool, bit of backstory. In secondary school, I used to have cane rolls, my natural hair cane rolled till like year 11. Sometimes I would have braids and stuff, but we wasn't really allowed like that. Like, my dad didn't want us to grow up too far, so I had cane rolls. Actually, guys, a picture of me at sports day in year 9, and I got my cane rolls and my little red headband. But I had cane rolls for a very long time. So going out like that, is literally nothing to me. But then when I go out with my afro and stuff, I'd have I remember this guy FaceTimed me once, and he's like, why is your hair like that? Like, why is it not done? And I said, excuse me, what do you mean? I actually never spoke to him again. Like, literally, he doesn't even know why. But things like that, I don't like it. I don't think that we should be in a position to make questions and judgments on someone's appearance. And then I realized it's a very big thing as I was growing up. Obviously, I have tattoos. One day I'll tell you guys about them. I'm getting more as well. So I have tattoos on my arm. They're quite big. And obviously I remember growing up, oh, don't go and get tattoos, you're not going to be able to get a job. I've had like 22 jobs since I started working when I was 17. So that was a lie. Also, just things like my dad has dreadlocks. And I remember when I was 16, I was like to him, I want to get dreadlocks. They look so nice on you. And I literally, me and my dad are twins. So if it looks nice on him, it'll look nice on me. And he was like, I don't want you to get them because it's just going to make life a bit harder for you. And I said, huh? What are you talking about? And I was just thinking, this guy's a hater. Why don't you want me to have dreadlocks? And then I kind of grew up and realized that there's so many stereotypes. And, oh, if you had dreadlocks, then you smoke. And all of these things that even if you do them, it doesn't define who you are. Like, you make your choices and you have your reasons. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. Obviously, when you're younger, you kind of need that guidance. I didn't always have that guidance, hence why I was able to explore so much and realize, okay, this is for me, this is not for me. But you need that kind of curiosity and guidance. So I'd say when it comes to like appearance and my family telling me that I shouldn't get any more tattoos. Like, my grandma said to me, oh, what if you meet a really nice man and he loves you, but he doesn't like his tattoo? I just said, Grandma, they're there. Like, how can he love me and not love my tattoos? It doesn't change who I am. It doesn't change anything. It's literally just my form of self-expression. They mean something to me, and I don't have to explain that to anyone else. I might to someone that I care about, because I actually care. I want them to know this is why I'm doing it. I care about what they think about me. You shouldn't really care about what anyone thinks about you, but sometimes you do. Like, if you have a spouse, sometimes your parents, but it shouldn't be to the point where it's pressing and it's pressure and you feel like you can't be yourself. So self-acceptance, self-love, and just the freedom to make your own choices for you, as long as you know the consequences and you're happy to accept them. I knew exactly what I was doing when I was getting tattoos. And you know what, maybe further on in life I might want to go somewhere and be professional, and they're like, oh no, you need to cover your tattoos. I'm gonna be like, okay, fair enough, whatever. I went to a shift one time and this lady, she was just supposed to be giving me my bag. She started telling me how I'm going to hell because I got tattoos. Do you see? And then that never affected me because I like my tattoos and blah blah blah. But there's someone who might have heard that and panicked. They might actually panic. So just be careful what you say to people. And it's not even be careful what you say to people, because sometimes we just say things and we don't think about it like that. But we can't stop people saying things to us, especially with social media and trolls and all of these things. But what you can do is not let it affect you, and stand strong in your decisions and your choices about your appearance. I didn't know this video was going to be this long. It was just supposed to be like a little introduction thing. I'm going to talk about everything more in depth in its own entirety, whether that be uni life and becoming a woman through that, because everyone has their own experience becoming a woman, and mine just happened to be that I moved away from home and then I kind of had to figure out life for myself. Some people stay at home, but they still have to kind of figure out who they are and what they want to be and all of those things, who they want to be. I think that's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to introduce myself, introduce Cultured Way, so you guys know what is going to be going on my channel, as well as vlogs and stuff, because I actually get out to quite a bit, you know. Okay, it's fun, but it's work. I was going through my Instagram and I said, wow, all my pictures are either at work or at home. but work is like pictures from the movies. I got to go to the movies because of work, so a little bit lit. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, comment, share if it resonates with you, and I'll see you in the next video.